When you have broken a rule or failed to meet an expectation, it's important to take time to think about your choices and their consequences. You are here today because you failed to meet an expectation set by Austin Achieve. This video will help you complete the Restorative Justice Stink Sheet. Please listen carefully and pause the video as needed. If you're upset, calm yourself down before filling out the sheet. Take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, hold it, and breathe out through your mouth. Imagine something that makes you smile. Last, you can tighten up all your muscles as tight as you can so that they feel like uncooked noodles. Now relax all your muscles so that they feel loose and flexible, just like cooked spaghetti. Repeat these as needed. First, let's take a moment to do a quick overview of the form and set some clear rules and expectations. There are a total of 13 items that need to be completed. Your answers should be thoughtful and honest, and of course, college-ready sentences are to be used at all times. As you can see on number 1, there will be a question followed by a slide with reminders and sentence starters. You will be expected to type your sentences below. As it states here, you need to use complete sentences. Once you have answered questions 1 through 11, you will need to take your answers and put them into paragraph form. So if we scroll down here to question 12, it says, put your responses into paragraph form. Take your answers from questions 1 through 11 and type them into a paragraph. So let's look, if you remember, question 1 states, what choice did you make? So I'm going to type my answer here. I am in RJ because I took a phone that did not belong to me, period. You'll continue on. So this is my answer for question 1. After that, I would go to question 2, type that answer here, question 3, and so on, until I'm left with a paragraph that's at very least, 11 complete sentences long. Of course, your sentence will be a bit longer because, as you will see later, some of the responses ask for 2 answers. So let's take a look. After you're done writing your paragraph, I want you to reread it to make certain that all the answers make sense. So, to help you, I put a writing checklist. Let's read it together. I have completed questions 1 through 11 to the best of my ability. I wrote a paragraph for number 12. I used complete sentences. I have capitalized the first word and put an end mark on every sentence. I have checked my sentences for capitalization and punctuation mistakes. Be sure to remember anytime the pronoun I, right here, will always be capitalized no matter where it is in the sentence. If I is by itself, make sure you capitalize it. And last but not least, I have checked for misspelled words. So this form is editable, so if it takes you a couple days to complete it, that's completely okay. It will save the answers you put on here and you'll be able to add to it. If you know what you're doing and you feel confident to go on, please go ahead. You can stop the video and start filling out your paperwork. If you would like to have the questions read to you, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go back through starting at question 1 and I'll read you some sentence stems and kind of go over some expectations. So let's take a look at number 1. And remember, pause the video as needed. Number 1 says, what choice did you make? What got you put into RJ in the first place? Did you use mean words, hit, kicked, or pushed another scholar? Took something that didn't belong to you? Hurt someone else's property? Refused to follow adults' directions? Used materials inappropriately? Or left your assigned area without permission? Remember, if what you did is not on here, be honest about what got you here. These are just things that are helpful to get your brain moving. Question 2. How were you feeling? Why did you make that choice? When you did what you did, were you feeling sad, angry, jealous, disappointed, lonely or left out, worried, nervous, embarrassed, ashamed, guilty? Were you trying to impress the people around you? Were you feeling curious? Make sure to answer in complete sentences. Number 3, what were you thinking at the time? What were you saying to yourself? What was on your brain? What was going on in your brain? What were you picturing in your mind? Number 4, what did you want? Did you want someone to pay attention to you? To get revenge? To feel happier? To not do work? To get away from someone? To have something? To have control or power over something or someone? To have fun? For someone to like or to include you? Number 5, how do you feel now? Currently, are you feeling sad, angry, jealous, disappointed in yourself, lonely or left out, worried or nervous, embarrassed, ashamed, guilty? Again, remember, if these do not apply to how you're feeling, write down how you're feeling. Tell us about how you're feeling right now. Number 6, how did your choice hurt somebody else? Did it hurt their feelings? Did it hurt their body? Did it hurt something that belongs to them? They didn't get to learn as much. They felt disrespected. Be sure when you're working on question 6 to include not only the scholars, but your teachers, your parents, your grandparents, your community as a group. Number 7, how did your choice hurt you? I didn't learn as much. I feel worse now. People might not trust me as much now. People might think I'm not very kind. Again, these are sentence starters, so don't just write this down and call it your own work. That would be considered plagiarism. So use these to help you think through your choices and then put it into your own words. You can definitely use it as a sentence starter, but make sure you add more information. Number 8, what could you do to make it better? So what do you need to do to repair the harm done to your community, to your fellow scholars, to your parents, to yourself? Apologize. Find a way to do the opposite of your mistake. Clean up your mess. Do an act of kindness. Again, these are just examples to help you think of different ways that you can repair the damage done to you, to others, and to your community. Number 9, here's where we want to get very specific. What are 2 ideas or ways you can fix this? Let's take a look at our sentence stems. To make this problem better, comma, I could. So there's our sentence stem, and for this example, they said apologize to Anthony. The second stem, or I could, and this is another example, say something nice to Anthony next time I see him. So these are 2 very concrete and specific ways that you can fix what you have done. 10. Looking into the future. What could you do differently next time? Can you take some deep breaths? Think before speaking? Do work even if you don't like it? It's important on this one to also mention how. How are you going to do something differently next time? Why will you make a different choice next time? Why is it important to make a different choice next time? To stay out of trouble, so you don't hurt anyone else, so that you're able to keep learning as much as you can? Number 11. Again, number 11 says, list 2 specific things you will do differently next time. So we want actual, next time the situation comes up, this is what I'm going to do. So as a sentence stem, we can use next time, comma, I will. And then what is a specific thing you're going to do next time, and how are you going to be able to do that? And another sentence stem we have, I will make a better choice so that. Why would a different choice be better? So this is explained to us, doing this better choice, how is that going to benefit your life? Number 12, we went over together. This is where we take all the answers from numbers 1 through 11 and put them in a paragraph. Be sure to go back and reread and edit your paragraph. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. Do your best, be honest, make sure to ask questions if you need help. Good luck and have a great evening.